Welcome to this Quick Take Rapid Learning module. Today's topic, the other referral. Why it's valuable, how to get it, and what to do with it. You know how referrals can help build your sales. It's almost always easier to connect with a prospect when you can mention someone's name. And research shows that customers acquired through a referral spend more and stay around longer than those acquired through other means. That's why asking satisfied buyers for referrals should be a routine part of your prospecting strategy. But there's another type of referral that you might not be asking for, one that can open doors to many more high-quality prospects and enhance your visibility and reputation among potential buyers. In this quick take, you will learn the second type of referral you should always ask for, the key question that can reveal this high-value referral, and how to approach this referral in a way that's almost guaranteed to connect. So, who are these other referrals, and why are they so valuable? They may not look especially promising. They may not have much budget. They may not even have a need for what you sell, yet they're still extraordinarily important. To see why, let's look at a real-life example from a study involving an actual pharmaceutical sales force. The study confirmed what we all intuitively know. In any market, there are a handful of people whose views count more than most. That's the second kind of referral you should try to get. Now, you may believe you know who shapes opinions in your market, but the researchers found that key influencers aren't necessarily the high-powered movers and shakers that everyone is courting. For example, the researchers found one physician, identified only as Physician 184, who was barely on the sales force's radar screen. They'd been targeting highly connected and visible opinion leaders, for example, department heads at teaching hospitals or physicians at large group practices. Physician 184, however, wasn't an academic heavyweight. He didn't run a large practice or write tons of prescriptions. He was the opposite of a rock star, said one researcher. But when the researchers asked other doctors whose opinion they trusted, Physician 184's name came up again and again. For a rep trying to gain an edge in this competitive market, that doctor was a critical person to target. If Physician 184 got good results with a drug, he could exert a huge influence on other doctors in the market. And if he told his colleagues that a particular rep was worth working with, his opinion would carry a lot of weight. When you ask for a referral, influencers like these aren't necessarily the names that come to your customer's mind. They'll be thinking of buyers much like themselves, people with a possible need and authority to buy. You definitely want those names. But once you get them, it's worth asking a few more questions to get the other referral as well. Questions designed to identify an influencer. It sounds simple enough, right? Just ask your customers to tell you whose opinions matter in their market. But when the researchers tried that approach, guess which name the doctors came up with most? Their own. Just about everyone believed he or she was a key influencer. So if you ask your customer about influencers, you could send the wrong message. I want to know who's a mover and shaker, and I don't think it's you. So before you ask, acknowledge your buyer's own influence. That's one reason to ask for direct referrals, that is, potential customers, first. That signals to your customer that you consider him or her a person who's well-connected and whose name will carry weight with his peers. Then you can go ahead and ask for the other referral in a way that continues to acknowledge your buyer's influence. You might say, for example, "Thanks for those names, Jessica. I know how much people trust your opinion, so I appreciate your willingness to recommend us. While we're on the subject, let me ask, whose opinion do you trust?" That's the key question to uncover influencers. If you ask it of every one of your customers and prospects, you'll quickly find out who shapes opinions in your market. The answers may confirm what you already suspect, or you may discover your own Physician 184, a key influencer that competitors have overlooked. Either way, you've identified a person worth connecting with. And now you have the perfect way to reach out to this influencer. After introducing yourself and your company, you might say something like this. "Andrew, I've been talking to my customer Jessica Smith, and she says she really respects your opinions. so I'd like the opportunity to get your insights on a few things. Chances are pretty good that Andrew will give you some time, and not just because Jessica said nice things. Andrew is a connector, and he's just learned that you're connected to someone who's important to him. Even if Andrew isn't in a position to buy from, that connection will be extremely valuable. If you succeed in winning his trust and respect, he can open up new opportunities for you. Let's review what we've learned today. Asking for referrals isn't just about finding new buyers. You should also ask for the other referral, people who influence others in your market. Start by acknowledging your buyer's influence, then ask, whose opinion do you trust? Thanks for watching. Now click on the quiz button to test your knowledge on this subject. And please take 15 seconds to click on the link and fill out an evaluation of this program.